Hi, this is Paul Kinkowski with the Systems Conference. I'm here with my really good friend, Zach Berkompas from LeadSimple. And we're going to be talking about LeadSimple, about softwares they use that's not LeadSimple, some exciting things. And just to start off, if you've not registered for the Systems Conference, register for it. We have 30 spots left. We're going to sell it soon. And LeadSimple has been there since the second conference. I was driving up for the first one, and they called me and said, we want to be a part of this. We want to be there. Zach, welcome. And why did LeadSimple want to be a part of this event?
Thanks, Paul. Excited to be here with you and really excited for this event. In terms of why we wanted to be a part of this, I mean, we joined after the second year. Before we were a workflow automation or operations focused platform. We were just a sales CRM helping property managers grow their business by adding new doors. And our interest at that point was all about research and understanding what property managers needed. And there were so many different solutions that people had used at that point. And one of the number one complaints that we would hear around the sales CRM was, my operations are so bogged down, I can't focus on growth. Or I couldn't take on another 20, 50, 100 properties because my day-to-day operations aren't streamlined. And so I don't know if you remember, Paul, but that was actually right after I had joined LeadSimple 4 years ago to actually take the vision, to be part of the team, taking the vision from a sales CRM to a full workflow automation platform focused on streamlining operations. And yeah, we went to the systems conference to meet all the top systems experts at the time, and it's expanded so much since then. It's really an amazing conference. If you're looking for something that's really hands-on, you're going to do a lot of workshops. There's a lot of focused time to actually work on the business during the slow season of the year. I have not seen any conference like it. I've been to every single one since that point and enjoyed them immensely. So it's a very tight, intimate, focused event. Unlike any, it's not really a conference. It's definitely more of a, it's going to be different than anything that you've seen, and the value that I've seen out of it every year, which is indicated by people coming back year over year over year over year, is really special. The networking, the relationships, and working on the business with a bunch of process and system-minded folks is really awesome.
Well, I remember the first one that you guys went to. It wasn't a sponsorship. You guys just paid for dinner. So you would pay for our dinners, and there was like 20, 25 of us. We would all go out to dinner. We went across the street. We all walked to the Italian restaurant. And you guys were just always just taking notes, and you were helping everyone with Process Street, because almost all of us signed up for Process Street at that time because they were the only one on the block, and I don't even think they showed up, but we just and so you were like working up Process Street, helping people get it started. You guys were always there, and even to this day, no matter what software you use, if you use Process Street, Asana, LeadSimple, your guys' techs are all told, help people with whatever software they use, because it's good for your company to see what other softwares are doing, and you're there to help people make their systems better. Correct, Zach?
Correct, yeah. We're all about helping people become and achieve even more than they thought possible. That's the mission of LeadSimple, and our focus is 100% in property management. So streamlining your systems and operations is the key focus, and anything that we can do to learn about how you're using other systems, helping you with that, our goal is to be there and a resource to you, because we're looking to really help build and forge alongside all of you a community of workflow, of really what it means to be a modern property management company that's actually leveraging technology.
Well, and one of the really funny things, one of the really funny things when you were talking about people don't want to grow because their systems aren't good, and LeadSimple helps them grow. They don't realize that, hey, maybe they'll make an extra couple $1,000s a month because they're growing. Maybe they won't make any more money because they have to hire more staff and it costs them more. But they don't realize the value that they built on the value of their company when they grow. When they have good processes and systems and you can grow your company, you're growing your retirement. You're growing something that is a viable asset. I mean, every 100 doors is worth a lot of money when you eventually decide to retire or move on, go to another direction. And like, so it's very short-sighted to be thinking, well, I just can't get to it. You as a company owner, your goal needs to be working on the company, not in the company. And I always tell people, sometimes it's more profitable to overhire at some point and get your growth to go and catch up to where you need to be. I know that's not what a lot of people do, but that's what I did. I think I had 10 employees with 250 doors. Most of my employees are in Mexico, so you can think 3 employees cost of 1. But that's definitely what LeadSimple, and I was one of the early adopters of LeadSimple, used your lead generation software, went and used the process software. I switched from Asana to Process Street to LeadSimple. It was an awesome experience.
Yeah, I think ultimately we believe in vertical specific software, so software that's actually built for property management, and so we're going to build features that no one else has, and no one else will invest in because they're generic software that really doesn't care about property management, as well as investing in the support and events like this to help you gain all the other resources you need to roll out systems effectively and properly. And Paul, you and I could talk about all the different pitfalls that people fall into. But workflow and systems is far bigger than just software when it comes to how you roll them out effectively, how you get team buy-in, how you focus on the right things too. What are the revenue opportunities when it comes to systems within your business? I know, Paul, I was going to ask you as well, but like when you looked at your different systems, how do you go about picking the right one? Like where would you start? I feel like a lot of people are asking, where should I start with systems and processes? And that's one of the things that we'll, at the event really dig into. But I know, Paul, you have a great response to that. Of like, what lens do you view processes through, or what to work on next?
I always say start small, start slow. I have people that say, I have no systems and I'm going to make all my systems this week. No, you're not. It's going to take you a couple of years, but you got to start with, hey, where am I bleeding? Where am I having issues? And start working on that. Or where am I not making enough money? And start working on that. Like my renewal process was one of my last processes I created before I sold my company. And that got me so much extra money that I was leaving on the table. But I kept leaving it off because I was too busy on other processes. You can't do them all at once. But if you start, you got to start somewhere. You got to kick in one door, whatever it is, and you start with that. Get it done, move on to the next one. Get that one done, move on to the next one. And it will, at first, it's going to be really difficult. And then all of a sudden, it becomes fun. And you're like excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we've seen too. And everyone has different goals when they come to the software. I think that's where you think about it like a long-term investment that will pay off over time. And I love hearing stories. You see a number of them in our Facebook group and just holistically. Like my goal was, a lot of people, their goal is I want to be able to take a month off in the year, in the middle of the busy season, and have the business not collapse. So it's not relying on me. You could have that goal. You could have a goal of I want to scale to 1,500, 2,000 doors and sell the business. That's a great goal too. Or I might want to have a 4-day work week and not have to work as hard because I'm more streamlined and automated. All of that is possible with the right focus and dedicated approach. So yeah, it's exciting to see this movement of modern property managers really focusing on systems in a way that hasn't been the case. It used to be email and your accounting software, right? That was kind of the two things you'd have, and spreadsheets. Now we're entering a world where you can actually streamline.
So this year we are focusing on technology. That is the focus. Last year our focus was maintenance. This year is technology. So not talking about LeadSimple because we've talked about LeadSimple, but what is a software? We've had conversations, and you were telling me what's another software that you're using in your company that's different than LeadSimple that people will be like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. And that I know you said you're even going to talk about the software at the event. You're going to talk about it in our AI section that you guys are involved in.
Yeah, so we're excited to continue to leverage AI in all aspects of our business, internally for us as well as externally. So obviously we leverage ChatGPT for a ton of different things internally, and it's been really helpful. There's two things. Number one, that we're leaning into is we believe that one of the biggest things in a business around training and onboarding people is helping them to adopt a written communication tone that is the tone of your business. That's not overly, for us, we don't have a really overly formal company tone, for example, and you can see that in all of like our CEO Jordan's communication. So we're actually looking into how to actually train an AI model on the type of communication that we want to have, the tone of it, and then have all of our inbound, outbound communication as a team run through that, kind of like Grammarly, but powered by ChatGPT and AI tools. So that's actually something we're talking about working on internally. Separate from that, we love personalized video. We love it. We think it's great. We think it's awesome. But it also does take a decent amount of effort and work. And I've noticed a lot of resistance to trying to create personalized video. Even, I know, Paul, you've seen this too. But the power of video is really important, and it's great if it could be personalized. So there's actually AI video tools out there now to personalize the beginning of a video. Well, we're keeping the rest of the video the exact same. So all you have to do basically is say, you follow their script, and you're inserting personalized words into the video that then are written over and redone, so it looks exactly like you said, "Hi, Paul," when you actually said, "Hi, watermelon." It's crazy. It's nuts what it can do. So we're actually using that now in a few different instances to create personalized training videos, and I think it's awesome. I think it's just one tiny example. There's plenty of other things we're working on, but that particular tool is called.
Can I also tell them about the surprise that you're going to give at the conference for people that are there? That you might be announcing some new stuff out of my event? Can I? Do you want to say anything about that, or is that going to be?
Well, come to the event. If you want to get special access to 2024 features that are currently in beta, that we actually just launched only to people that came to the LeadSimple event in Austin, we're going to plan to do the exact same thing for everyone at Systems Conference. So be there. We'll be making an announcement about those, and you'll see all the details. But they're really awesome. There are AI related features in that, along with I'm not going to spill the beans here, but it's super exciting, and you definitely should.
We don't want to spill the beans, but there's going to be we don't want to spill the beans, but there's going to be new stuff that you're going to get to see. You're going to get to be one of the first people besides their conference, but they also are going to be showing you what their goals, I believe you are, in 2025 and beyond. So LeadSimple, as we know, has gone from a very easy CRM software to now a process software to more into an email software. You guys just keep on expanding what it can do, what you're doing within the business, and everything you do is related to one industry only. You're not trying to get sales agents, you're not trying to get plumbers, you only want property managers in your software, I believe, and that's what you're focused. All of your data. And those people that come, you help LeadSimple come up with more ideas because they see what your needs are.
All of your feedback's invaluable because that's what it drives our roadmap. And even if you don't use us, to 100% want to hear what would be helpful for you, what you feel is lacking in the space with the technology that you're using. We love that. That's one of the things I just love about this space is the ability to learn from everyone of what it is that they want and need. And we're just entering a new era where there's so much more possibility than there was in the past. It used to be that you couldn't even get access to data out of your property accounting system. Now we're getting to a world where two-way API integrations are becoming possible, which is really, really exciting. So it's opening up limitless opportunity, all of which we've been kind of waiting for a long time. and excited to share more of our roadmap at the event.
Awesome. Well, it's going to be a great event. You want to be there. LeadSimple Rocks with a capital L gets you $100 off. We only have 30 tickets left. We have 120 sold. It will sell out. We are very, very excited about this event. We're very excited to have LeadSimple as our program partner for ever since the second conference. They've been the one that's been with us, standing by us and helping us. We really enjoy that relationship that we have, and we enjoy the fact that every vendor there, we let the vendors know in advance. Your job is to help people in whatever help they need. Yes, a vendor wants to sell their software, but at my event, the vendors are going to be in the rooms with you. They're going to be doing stuff with you. There's no vendor hall. I mean, there is a little bit first day, kind of, but for the most part, the vendors are there bowling with you, doing the dice tournament with you, in the rooms with you, helping you with your processes. We've had vendors work on their own processes at our conference and say that their systems got better at my systems conference. So it's a great event. Zach, it's awesome always talking to you, and we look forward to you guys being there in January.
Thanks, Paul. Excited. It's going to be a great event.
Have a good day, everyone. See you in January 23rd through 26th in Las Vegas.